In the competitive world of the Australian bush, a young sapling's survival often depends on the strangest of allies. By tapping into the fungal lifeline provided by Phallus mushrooms, these trees gain an incredible advantage against the odds. Discover how this symbiotic relationship builds ecosystem resilience through complex underground trade.
The soil behind me is super healthy. I was driving to work and I saw this and I just had to get out and film because there's a sign here, can you see it behind me, that shows fertility, pun intended, in the soil.
Don't forget, if you'd like to support the channel, you can do that for free. All you need to do is interact with this video in some way, and that will tell YouTube to share the video with other people. So like, subscribe, comment, or share this video. Thank you. Let's get into it. Phallus mushrooms are not mycorrhizal, which means that they don't have that fungal relationship that we hear about where they share nutrients through the plant's roots. Mycorrhizal mushrooms connect directly to the roots, whereas these guys don't have a direct relationship with the plants around them. Rather, they are saprophytes. Stinkhorns, like these Phallus mushrooms, are saprophytes, which means that they break down dead or decaying organic matter, which makes the nutrients more available to the surrounding plant life. And they live in mulch and decaying leaf litter. Of course, all we're really seeing is the fruiting body, which appears after the rain. The rest of these stinkhorns are underground through the mulch and leaf litter. The fruiting body uses insects to spread spores. This is why they're called stinkhorns, because they smell like rotten meat. These ones around us, they don't smell from a distance. You have to get quite close to actually smell them, but they smell enough to attract the flies who spread the spores. Interestingly, in tropical South America, stingless bees have been observed on stinkhorns, and the theory is that they're consuming the spores as a quick protein snack. So that's all well and good, but why do they excite me? No, it's not the shape. It's their potential to enrich the wood wide web from within, particularly for plants like this, the beautiful grevillea. Even though they aren't mycorrhizal, their saprophytic nature means that they're breaking down all the nutrients in that dead and decaying matter and making it available to Australian natives. This is important for all plants, but especially important for grevilleas and banksias. You see, grevilleas and banksias are plants that don't actually have fungal relationships, which is unusual in amongst Australian plant life. They have really complex root systems and they independently harvest their nutrients. Stinkhorns have the potential to make those nutrients a lot easier to absorb. So they're creating rich, healthy soil for the plants around them, regardless of other relationships, and that's even if the plants are mycorrhizal. So when I see these guys around, I know that the soil is healthy, and yes, healthy soil excites me, and that the plants and everything else in the system will benefit. So when you see these guys, feel free to giggle, but try not to grimace, because they are offering essential ecosystem services. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, interact in some way to support the channel, and I'll see you next time we get into it.
Come on down into the wood wide web. Let it take you on a journey of life, where one